Sing ciao everybody. Welcome back. Vietnam Steve dodging the rain here today. And I could have a good one for you. So, got a new pair of sneakers on today. And I've got to say they're a little bit slippery underfoot, so might be a highlight. It's been a while since I've taken you down the street here, so I thought I'd get out and just let you know what's on the agenda today for the big man. Had quite a busy couple of days. We had dinner with the family last night. Ate leftovers this morning in the apartment, and of course Mrs. Steve went out with her friends last night and had beer and snails after dinner with the family. And again this morning she actually had breakfast with another girlfriend, and I skipped that one. They're eating probably the only thing that I don't eat. And oh dear, we've hit a bit of rain here. I can eat it, but whoa, I had a lap band 100 years ago, and a little bit difficult to get down. I'm trying to dodge the rain. I don't see rain hitting the road. I think it might be just coming out of the trees because we've got a bit of a breeze here. So she went out this morning and separately yesterday she got the nails done, so it's a bit of a production here in Vietnam. And then she's been out this morning eating pig stomach, which is a favourite thing to eat here for breakfast. And I'm really just having 2 weeks to relax. I haven't got too much planned for the next couple of weeks, and I'm planning on doing nothing with those plans. This is the morning constitutional. Trying to smash 5 kilometres every day, as usual. I spent some time with my sister. She's done 10,000 steps a day for 100 days or more, and it's really paid dividends. I'm heading to a coffee shop. Get the regulation serve of coffee. I've been to the bank, picked up the fortnightly stipend. Every couple of weeks I head to the bank and drag out 5 million dong, which seems to see me through a couple of weeks, so I have to say I'm a low spender. That's about just over 200 US dollars, I think. So anyway, come along with me. I've got 3 things I wanted to update you on. One is just Vietnam Steve, how he's going, what's ticking my boxes these days. The second one is what's the future look like? And the third one is just what's going on here today. So I'll hightail it to the coffee shop, and then we'll get into it. So you can hear a lot of rain here, but we don't seem to get a lot of rain. I'm shortcutting it somewhat because I might be stupid, but I'm not silly. I just don't want to get caught in a downpour today. I've got a cheesecloth white shirt on, which I'll have my breasts and nipples exposed if this one gets wet. I do need to buy some supplies, but just not inclined to pause. All right, first things first. Managed to get the fin soda, which is iced coffee with condensed milk. I have to say I was pretty gingerly walking through the markets there. It was quite slippery. I don't know if it's old age has crept up on me or the new shoes have got the better of me. It's not too hot in Halong Bay today, but I've got to say I'm sweating like a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad. It's probably 32, 33 degrees, but we're looking at about 90% humidity, so it's a bit of humidity around. Whenever you walk in the shopping centre behind me, it's like you're going into a refrigerator, and that is nice. So I really had a chance to appreciate life in Vietnam, and you might have known over the life of Vietnam Steve, I've been an expat, I've gone back in exile, and probably where I've landed today is I'm a 50-50 expat. I sort of spend part of my time in Vietnam and part of my time elsewhere. Since I last spoke to you, I've been in Malaysia. I didn't manage to crack out a vart there at all. I was doing a bit of sightseeing, and I just never seemed to get the camera out and have a good story to tell. So you missed out on that one. And then just this past week I've been in Singapore, and again I didn't take the camera out for Vietnam Steve. So you've lucked out twice while I've been touring Southeast Asia. But here I am back in Halong Bay. I've got happiness in my heart, brought about by three things. One is just the quality of the food here. I feel like these are my people. The freshness that I'm eating every day, the variety that I'm eating every day, and the nutritional value just puts a spring in my step every single morning. I mean, I just had a normal dinner around with the family last night. I ended up having crab, pork, beef, soup, salad, beers of course, and then afterwards we had an assortment of fruit that like you've never seen. We ate lychees, we ate mangosteens, we ate durian, which I like. So a lot of you on the channel don't like the durian, but I'm quite partial to it. It's sort of custard on a tree. I don't know what it is. It's just a nice silky texture. Banana, of course, and had a great time. And that's just a routine meal. For those of you that have stuck with me through thick and thin over the last 5 years or so, thank you so much. For those of you that have just hit the channel this time around for the first time, if you like the content here, come back next time, go and have a look at some of the stuff that I've done before. And of course, make sure you hit the YouTube like and subscribe buttons, because that lets me know that you've got access to the latest content. I've got a fancy camera with me today, the Osmo Pocket Pro, and I don't use this one too often, so I'm getting re-familiarised with all the settings. It's quite a complex little beast. It is handy to carry around, but of course it's very expensive, so you worry about knocking it on anything. I'm just sitting down here at the Highlands, and if you look out, I'm right out on Halong Bay there, and of course, separate to moving the camera around like I just did, I can probably turn the camera on the top of the rock show here and spin him around for you. He doesn't go far that way. I don't really want to spin him back the other way because I've got a bunch of people sitting right on my shoulder. So I thought I'd get a few sequential varts out. I've got a number of things that have been on my mind over the last month or so here in Vietnam, and I really just want to get them on tape so they're out of my mind, they're on the tape, and they'll free up my mind for something useful. But I want to keep it pretty light. I want to keep it pretty much day-to-day activities here, and maybe I'll get around the local area a little bit and show you some different things. I can't show you me eating. I can. I eat with friends and family every day, and I don't really want to pull the camera out and get everybody to pause and smile while I film all the food and make a story out of it. So that's probably one aspect of my life that you won't see here. But the rest of the time I'm on my own. I can paddle around and do whatever I like. The second thing here that's ticking my boxes is the happiness of the people. They've sort of got, I've been sort of thinking about it for 4 or 5 years now, and they've got happiness in their soul. I don't know what that is, but they look on life as a joyous thing, and that shines through into all your interactions. I mean, even today, coming through the market there, people are saying hello. I haven't been to those markets in a couple of weeks, and they're asking me, I'm back, and what would I like? And I think last time I bought some, well, it looked like a radish, a dirty bulb, big potato-sized radish thing, but it tasted like an apple. It grows underneath the ground. I don't know what that was, but gee, I could have a few more of those. So still ticking my boxes is the joy in the soul, and I'll probably try and distill that a little more in some future varts. And then, of course, the third thing is just to see the comments from yourselves and all of you that are coming to Vietnam. I know we've gone through a whole cycle now. We're back into summer here. It's tourist season. A lot of people hitting the ground in Vietnam, and it's great to see. I will try and get a couple of expats on the screen here. I've got a good friend that was retiring in some time, and he's retiring early, so he'll be here in a few weeks, and we'll get him on because he's come straight out of the US. His company said, if we pay you more money, will you leave? And he's sort of packed his bags, and here he is. If you're coming to Vietnam, let me know, particularly up in Ha Long, because I like to stick around Ha Long and maybe drive up to China. I will go to Hanoi for special occasions, just a couple of hours in a taxi, and I'll go to Ho Chi Minh City on sufferance. It's usually a day's trip to get down there. It's not far, but the airlines in Vietnam have modelled themselves on the cut price carriers in the rest of the world, and are still working up to that level. It's difficult. It's my favourite intersection here because we do have a lot of vehicles coming through the intersection. All right, going to pause you there. Going to get through my coffee. Got to check a couple of things on my trusty cellular device here, and then I'll come back and tell you what's on the agenda today. And that's pretty much how I've filled out my day. All right, I've munched down most of the coffee here, and I've been listening to a fairly solid conversation from the gentleman behind me in Vietnam. Vietnamese. I think I've picked up the lingo listening to that. Look, why I'm happy today is it's been a busy day, and I've got lunch coming up with some friends. I just love lunch with friends. I've got an afternoon sleep that happens. If you're coming to Vietnam, you better be prepared for an afternoon sleep. And of course, you need to be prepared for 5 or 6 hours a day in the coffee shop. What I want to know is, for those of you that are still watching, are you planning to become a part-time expat or some sort of expat? So I know a lot of you are selling up everything you've got. You're getting that nest egg together, and then you're going to pull the trigger on somewhere in Southeast Asia. That might be in the Philippines, where the language is a little easier. It might be in Thailand, where life is good. It might be in Cambodia, which is a little bit more primitive and rustic. Not primitive, a little bit more rustic. But that suits many people. And of course, some of you are trying to get to Vietnam, but the government here with visas is resisting. So I'd love to know where you're planning to head and what your time frame is. So how far ahead do you plan these things? Do you plan them 6 months ahead, a year ahead? Have you got a time frame in mind? So please put a decent comment in the comments. Peace, love and understanding. I know there's a lot of bitter people out there, but in the context of peace, love and understanding, let me know where you're packing up from, what you've got to do to pack up, which is sell everything, store everything or give it away, and then when you're planning on getting here. I've been here for 5 or 6 years now. I'm loving it sick. I haven't planned on moving anywhere else. I've had a hiccup in that I'm a part-time expat now. I do have to go into exile occasionally for family reasons, but my ultimate goal is to be sitting right where I'm sitting today in about 10 years' time, and I say doing nothing, but I have full days every day. I guess doing the things that I enjoy. I've been here a couple of hours this morning, and I've had a couple of calls about, can you come and do this, can you come and do that? I haven't been able to do them because I've got commitments on those days. This is a weekday, so everyone's allegedly at work, but they seem to have time to, look, we're going here, we're going to have some time out in nature, and then we're going to drink beer. Would you like to come? I can, but it's a 4-hour thing. I've got other things on. So if that's your style of life, let me know. There's no real beach here in Ha Long, so it's a bay, but that's okay. Where I live in the past is a bay. If you're looking for a surf beach, there's places like that in Vietnam. But the reality here in Ha Long is you're just living a good life in say a second-tier city, but it's not a big city. And I don't even know if it's a city now. We're in July, and on the 1st of July they cancelled city governments in Vietnam. So talk about Doge and getting rid of waste. Let's just cancel every city government. See how we go. It might work. All right, I'm getting summoned, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay watching for the next Vietnam Steve instalment. I will try and get them out once a week for the next 6 months or so, and we'll see how we go. But all the best, and I'll see you in the next one.